the man discovered that there were several strangers outside his door. Frightened, he rushed upstairs to find his daughter. He quickly hid her in a closet. The strangers said they only needed some water, but the man made up an excuse to send them away. After a while, it was quiet outside, and the man thought they were safe. But then he noticed someone approaching the back door. Realizing the danger, he took his daughter and climbed out through the second-floor window. They ran to a place where they had buried supplies, gathered what they needed, and prepared to leave. But his daughter hesitated, gazing at their home. Once they left, they couldn't come back. It turned out that a virus had spread, one that only affected women. Most of the women had died, and only a few survived. If his daughter were caught, the consequences would be dire. They decided to head to his father's old house to live, as it was in a secluded area. On the road, the man asked for a ride. A young man agreed to take them part of the way. The man continued to lie, saying the child was his son, but eventually the young man saw through the lie. So, the man asked him to stop and told him that he was going to hijack the car. The young man, seeing the man's strong build, could only watch as the man drove off with the car. Inside, the man felt guilty, but for his daughter's safety, he had no choice. After a while, they reached the grandfather's house, only to find that it was now occupied by 3 elderly men. The man claimed it was his father's house, but the old men said that when they arrived, the place was in ruins. They had been the ones renovating it. It seemed they wouldn't get the house back, so they ended up living with the old men. Over time, trust grew between them, and the old men even taught the child how to use a hunting rifle. The man also grew to trust the elderly men, and eventually, he told them the truth that the child was his daughter. Afterward, he felt relieved, no longer having to hide the truth. He decided to make this place his home. But one day, the man noticed a few strangers outside again. He knew that his daughter's secret had likely been exposed. He immediately took her to the attic and let her escape through the window, but the height was too much, and she fell. As the man was about to rush downstairs, a stranger lunged at him. The two struggled, and in the end, the man managed to kill him. The 3 elderly men were also murdered. He wanted to check on his daughter, but another person wrapped their hands around his neck. Just as he was about to suffocate, the person was suddenly shot. It was his daughter, holding the hunting rifle. This time, she was there to protect him, just like he had protected her.